Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video has been a long time coming. I wanted to share with you a big change that our family is going to be going through in the fall. So we have decided that we are going to homeschool. And this may come as a big surprise to some of you, not a surprise at all to others, especially those of you who I am personal friends with. Yeah, so that has been our decision. Now I want to give you just kind of, I'm going to do a couple of videos and I'm going to show you, this video is going to be mostly like just kind of an intro, our reasons for homeschooling, just kind of some of our choices. I'm going to go over in other videos like what curriculum we're using, what resources we're using, and maybe do a homeschool room tour at some point. I don't know, we're literally taking this one day at a time, and so I hope you will join us on this journey. But I wanted to start with just kind of our background on this. We do kind of fit into the stereotypical homeschool stereotype, as we are conservative evangelical Christians and not ashamed of it. And it's not across the board, but most homeschoolers are. That being said, each family is different. Each family chooses their method of education for their children based on their children, based on their family dynamic, based on income, based on everything. It's not just something you just, oh, let's just do this. It's a big deal. And to give you a little background also on me, I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this. I know I've mentioned this before, but I was actually homeschooled from 7th through 12th grade. When I was in 7th grade, my sisters were in 4th grade and 1st grade. My parents decided to pull me out to homeschool me. They didn't think I was being challenged enough. They knew I was capable of doing a lot more. I just wasn't giving it my all, and yeah, so apparently that's what they told me anyway. There's probably more to it than that. But then they realized, well, we're pulling Rachel out of public school, may as well just pull the other two out. So my parents pulled all three of us out of school at the same time and decided to homeschool us going forward. Now this was also obviously a big choice. We had friends in school. Honestly, I did have lots of friends at school, but most of my best school friends were my church friends, and we grew up going to a very large church, something like 3,000 maybe in attendance on Sundays. So there was no shortage of social outlets for us. But keep in mind, this was not 2016. This was 1993. Yeah, this was 1993. Bill Clinton was president because it was kind of taboo. We actually, and this may sound silly now, but we did fear the possibility of a truancy officer or CPS or someone coming to our door to take us away from our parents. It was a very real fear. I remember there were times when we weren't allowed to play outside in the middle of the day. At times, because we were kind of afraid that maybe neighbors would call the cops on us. Why aren't these kids in school? We didn't do a lot of errands and things like that in the middle of the day when we could, because of that fear. Now, here we are in 2016, things have changed dramatically. There were a lot of options available to us in the 90s, and there are so many even more today. Back in the 90s, you could maybe get a homeschool support group if you were in a large enough town. I actually played, I've mentioned this before, 4 years of volleyball. I was the first 4 years of the homeschool volleyball team. We played all private schools in and around Houston. All three of my sisters graduated from high school. All three of us graduated with college credit already under our belts. We both went to, or all three of us went to major universities, got bachelor's degrees, and have well-paying jobs. And so, again, it's not universal. Not everybody does that, just because everyone is so different. That's just been our experience with homeschooling. Now, there are so many options available to homeschoolers, whether it's co-ops, support groups, field trips. I mean, it's just amazing. And so we're really excited to begin this process with our boys. They will be 5 and almost 3 when we start in August. The main reason why we decided to start this year was because Caleb has spent the last year in a pre-K program here close to our home. And it's been great. He has loved it. He's sitting right here. He's had a great time this year in preschool, so we don't regret that at all. However, I think that the thing that it showed us the most was that he is not ready to go to kindergarten. The birthday cutoff is August 1st. Caleb's birthday is July 29th. So he's literally the youngest kid in his class. And if we kept him going on this path, he would graduate at 17. He would go off to college right after he turned 18. First of all, wrapping my head around going to college, I can't even do that. But just thinking of that age, a 17-year-old boy, yes, some may be ready. I don't know. I don't want to risk it. I would rather him be older and be more mature and ready for the next step than to be constantly playing catch up. He's learned so much in pre-K, but these days pre-K is designed to get you ready for kindergarten, and we all know that kindergarten, first grade, especially those early years, they are not meant for boys. Girls mature about 18 months on average faster than boys, so they're maturity-wise on average about 18 months ahead. At 4 years old, that is huge. At 35 years old, 18 months doesn't matter. But when you're 4, that 18 months matters so much. So 1, he's very young. 2, it seems like when we're doing homework with him, is it okay that I'm talking about you? Yeah. It seems like he is just developmentally not ready to make the connections that you have to make in order to read. They told me on the first day of pre-K that he would be reading, that the teacher said all the kids are going to be reading by the end of the year. And I was a little floored. 1, because wow, that's great, teach my kid to read in a year. But my 4-year-old, just turned 4-year-old. Another thing, I was really nervous because what if my kid isn't ready? And I want to say it's Finland. It's either Finland or Sweden, I can't remember. I think it's Finland. They actually don't even start pushing reading until 7 years old because some of those brain pathways have not even been established yet for them to get the concept of putting letters and words together. And I don't want my kids to be forced to do that and feel like they're, DUMB and feeling that way and feeling inadequate and always constantly feeling like they're playing catch up. So that was the second main reason why we decided to try homeschooling this year. We're totally going to take this 1 year at a time. I'm not saying we're going to go all the way to 12th grade because I have no idea. The third reason, this becomes more and more apparent as our country seems to be moving further and further and further down the tubes. I don't want to get too political here, but this whole thing with our president doing the whole transgender bathrooms or will withhold funding, the fact that a president thinks he can make, whether it's that change or something else pretty big, just threatening schools, blackmailing schools, you know what? Not okay with that. That's just the beginning. These days with Common Core and stuff like that, I feel like it's dumbing down the teachers who are so gifted and so, you don't become a teacher for the money. You become a teacher because you care about those young people. You care about molding those little lives. You care about seeing them learn, okay? We have some amazing teachers who don't get paid nearly enough. That's another story. But they work so hard to pass on their talents to these little kids. And when you streamline the whole process so that every kid gets the same thing at all levels, it's dumbing down, it's the dumbing down of America, okay? Yes, it'd be great if we were all equal, but newsflash, we're not. We should be treated equally, sure, but we're not all the same. The teachers have different styles, have different talents, have different things that they want to pass on to the kids. The kids all need different things from different teachers. And so I feel like if he's in our home, one, we can steer him, we can mold his worldview, in the way that we want to. We can also give each of our boys individualized attention. If he is a visual learner, we can go the visual route. If my other son is an auditory learner, we can go that way with him. It's completely personalized, and we can get onto their level and work with them individually. Now, I also want to make sure it's clear that I'm not saying that homeschooling is the thing for everyone. That is one thing I learned a long time ago when I was a homeschooler. There are some families that it just doesn't work for, and that's okay. There are some families where public school is the best thing for them. It gives their kid the opportunities that they need. That's why I'm saying that this is right for us now, but I'm not speaking to the future. I just don't know. I just don't know. We're just gonna have to see how it goes. I would love to do, all 12 years of homeschooling. Sure, I would love that. But we're just gonna have to see. Maybe one of them will go to public school or private school at somewhere along the way, and the other might stay home. I just don't know. We have two, if you haven't noticed from my videos, two extremely different boys. They could not be any more different. And so I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we're gonna be doing kind of a mix of pre-K and kindergarten this fall because I feel like he doesn't need another full year of pre-K, but he's not ready for a full year of kindergarten. So that's the beauty of homeschooling. You can just kind of do whatever you want. You can, in Indiana, there's pretty much, there's hardly any regulations. You just keep track of, I think it's 180 days you have to go. I could be wrong. These are things that I need to figure out and everything. But again, we are just dipping our feet in the water, dipping our toes into the water and figuring out this a little at a time. Mike and I have been to a homeschool conference where our minds were pretty much blown by all the options. But I'm going to be showing you in a separate video what we're going to be using curriculum-wise, but I just couldn't wait to show you this. If you have watched my videos, you know I am a big fan of Me and My Big Ideas Happy Planner. I got the teacher planner, you guys, I'm so excited. It is an 8.5 by 11, and I'll do a full review and kind of walk through this later. But it's using the disc-bound system, which I love because you can take stuff out, put stuff in, which is why I chose this. The main reason why I chose this over the Erin Condren teacher planner, because that one's a really nice one too. But this just seems really nice. I got the planner itself, which is $29.99, and then this was literally launched 2 or 3 weeks ago. Then I got the sticker, kind of the add-on expansion pack. It has stickers, it has some folders that you can put in here, and it has some extra notes and just kind of some extras. But I'm really excited. The sticker pack was $9.99, and I used my 40% off coupon, so I got the stickers and the planner itself for about $28, I want to say it was 28 something, at Hobby Lobby, and these were available. There were 5 or 6 of them there, so it was pretty easy to get my hands on it. But I'll do a separate walkthrough because I'm so excited. I had to get it just to see it, and I really think I'm going to like it. I'm not gonna decorate like I do in my planner. I'm gonna use the stickers, but it's not gonna be, this is more of a function over fashion type of thing, but I'm excited to use that. So I hope this video was helpful, informative. Again, this is totally just an intro. We're just getting started with this and really excited to see where the Lord leads us this fall in homeschooling our boys. So be sure to give this a thumbs up if you liked it, and of course subscribe if you would like to see all the forthcoming homeschooling videos. Hopefully, I don't know how many there will be. I'm not going to do a full-out series yet. I have no idea. But also leave a comment below if you're a homeschooler or if you are a homeschool mom. I would love to connect with other homeschoolers on YouTube. There are a few that I found but I would really like to connect with other ones. If you do homeschool videos, please comment and with your channel, because I want to learn. I'm okay with getting a little overwhelmed right now. That's totally fine. That's kind of the nature of it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.